Hey guys, it's Casey Lucas, and I'm really excited today to have a guest in with us.
Hi, Fredda Kovacs.
Yep, and she is, I follow her all the time. I didn't even know this lady I bumped into in Abby's closet.
And we hit it off immediately. Just easy rapport. Like we had a ton of stuff to talk about.
It was like soul sisters.
In 2 seconds.
Yeah. We were finish each other's sentences. Super weird. We actually bumped shoulders in Abby's closet.
We did.
It was awesome. We were both shopping. So we got to chatting. She said, I don't like that shirt on you. And then I was like, oh, you're awesome. You're totally honest, which then we got to, what does she do? This is what she does. And you guys know her because you get your magazines every day, not every day.
Every month.
Every month. But
Right
you probably
to your
keep
mailbox.
it in your house every day. Right?
Right.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. So what is this about?
So Town Post Network is the network of publications under which, in Indy, there are 12 hyper-local magazines that report on people, places, things, and events in your community. So we're very focused on each individual community. For example, in the Greenwood community, we're going to talk about things that are happening of interest in Greenwood. Could be things that everybody knows about, we're just digging a little deeper, or it could be hidden gem stories. There's a story coming out in the November issue about Greenwood Taxi. These are things that we like to do. We like to find hidden gem stories. We also find things like in Center Grove. This one was about more than a game, about what happens in Friday nights in Center Grove. Well, as you know, it's all about the football games.
Yeah.
But it's more than football. It's about the
Those
community.
games are wild.
That is about the closest thing to like college football as you're going to find on a high school level. It's the real deal.
Sorry. So my daughter, she'll be like, can we go to the, like the 4th of July event? Well, that's the football game. She thinks it's every week on a Friday night.
Because there are fireworks. No, it's a production.
Yeah.
And it's like the best ticket in town. $6 gets you in. You're gonna see everybody you know, you're gonna have a great time. It's pure entertainment. And then there's a football game.
So what is your guys' is the goal to keep the people in that local area up to date as far as what's going on?
Exactly. Engaged in your community. Again, things that you might know about, things that you don't know about. For example, we ran a story last year around this time on Megan's Fund. Megan's Fund is a fund that was started because a high school gal went to buy Christmas presents for some children that she got off of an angel tree, and unfortunately she was killed. This was many years ago. Her friends then started Megan's Fund. She said, we got so much response from that story that we were able to help another 45 or 50 children. So things like that, things that people know about, things that they don't know about, but always in each issue there's something that's going to talk about a not-profit or an organization that helps the community.
Is there a way for people, do people reach out to you? What ways do you guys go about finding these stories?
All kinds of different ways. Believe it or not, I'm a little bit of a talker.
No.
So when I'm out and about, I just random conversations, I learn things. People do sometimes email me, they'll call me, but by and large, it's just being out in the community and knowing what's going on and knowing people who know somebody who knows somebody.
And shopping and bumping into people
Right.
in the store and fighting over shirts and telling them they don't look good. Girl, you know the best friend to have.
Right, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
You're gonna tell me the truth. That's right, she's gonna tell me the truth.
That's what I do, I tell the truth.
Yeah. So going on, now who are the writers?
We have a network of writers. Town Post is Tom Britt. Started this in 2004. It started as a community newsletter in Geist and then became so much more than that. Then there are, Geist, Fishers, Carmel, Noblesville, Westfield, all over Indy. But with that, they have a network of writers. So these people are typically freelancers. They're professional writers, but they're not working for the Wall Street Journal. They just like to do little assignments for us on the side. Same with photographers. We have a stable of professional photographers who just take on assignments as we here's something you might want to do. They either say yes or no. So we do have writers and photographers. I'm actually going to do a story for the December issue. It's a tattoo artist. The story is about the fact that he's actually Santa Claus. at a mall that I'm not allowed to name. But he's the Santa Claus at this mall every year. But by day, he's a bearded tattoo piercing guy.
Oh my gosh.
And he's the most incredibly amazing, coolest guy ever.
He's probably the coolest Santa ever.
He is. I'm sure he is. I'm sure
He's
that's
like
why
your
he's a great
2019
Santa.
Yeah, I love it.
Right.
I'm
so
gonna go see him.
I'm actually going to do that story. My job is to promote the magazines, to promote the stories in the magazines, to find advertising and work for them, and produce, which I have to say I'm proud every month to produce these magazines. Every month when those boxes come, I know what's in them from front to back because I've worked on it all month long, but you look at it and you hold it up like, oh, it's my baby, you know, every single time.
Yeah.
There's not ever a month where I'm jaded or I'm just so about it. It's always exciting because there's always going to be something in here that is special and it's going to appeal to so many different genres of people.
I love that. And you know what? You're telling the truth because when you first told me about it, you can see and hear people's energy by the way they talk about something. You can feel their senses, and you are always super. When you were telling me about it, you could tell you were passionate about it and you loved what you do.
Absolutely.
So what's your past? Like, what were you doing before this? How'd we get here?
MS Communications is in radio. 15 years I spent in radio and radio sales. Fun, oh my gosh, what a fun career. So when you're working at MS, you could at any moment be walking down the hall. Here comes Sam, what's his name? Played for the Pacers. What's his name? Sam.
He's probably really tall.
Sam, the guy who's really smooth. Sam Perkins. This was in the era of Reggie Miller and the Davises.
I know who Reggie is.
So yeah, you're walking down the hall, here comes Sam Perkins, here comes Tony George, here comes a couple of IndyCar drivers. It's like that all the time. Pat McAfee, of course.
Did you get autographs?
No, but I do have lots of pictures on my phone.
Oh, okay. That counts. With you.
Right.
With you,
yes. Oh, absolutely. Me and Pat. So, that was just fun. And every time, an event came to town, it was typically downtown or on the Circle. So, we were right there. That was just a fun industry. But being in sales, you have to find advertisers. So,
yeah, let's talk about that.
Every month, during a sales meeting, they'd say, bring your lead list. Well, of course, you always bring these. And you sit down, you go through them, you call them, and 100% of the time, here's what they say. I will never not be in these magazines because they work so well for me. Over and over and over and over again. So one day I picked up the phone, called Tom Britt. I literally opened the magazine, found his number, called him. 3 weeks later, we're meeting, had a 3 or 4 hour meeting. A couple months after that, I purchased the franchise and away we go.
All right, so I love that you guys still print, and I think that's huge because I think there's still demand. But what are the other ways that you can do that? And then why do you guys still find it so, important to put these in people's mailboxes?
That's a great question, and I'm glad you asked. In addition to the social media that we do all month long, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, having the app online so that you can read them online, what we know is that people still love getting these in the mailbox, and they still love physically reading them, turning the pages. The photography is so pretty. So, and people like to see what their neighbors are doing, and they like to see it in a beautiful, professionally done magazine with great photography, and they seriously like holding them in their hands. And these sit on people's coffee tables for years. This story right here, this came out in February of 2000. No, this original story came out in August of 2018. Today's Home Furnishings. She actually had a customer come in last month, so we're talking a year later, who said, I was sick when this came out, or laid up, surgery, something or other. She said, I've been saving this knowing that I was gonna need furniture this month of this year, and she literally brought the magazine in. A year-old magazine. Yeah. Literally brought it in and shopped.
I love it.
Because of that.
So something that comes to my mind is, and Mom, don't take this personal, but my mom and dad are like really tech savvy.
Right.
So I would be like, oh, you should go online and like check out this Intergrove of Greenwood magazine, and they'd be like, online, like, what's that mean? And then I'd be like, yeah, just go here and click on this, and then it would be like, can you come over and do it for me? So I'd be like, just go open your mailbox.
Yeah, and there it is.
There it is.
And like I said, these are pretty enough that these could sit on your coffee table for months at a time, and they're gonna look good on your coffee table. More than anything, what I love is talking to them a week or two after the magazine comes out, and hearing their feedback, which is so exciting. Abby, for example. So her story came out, those magazines were delivered on a Friday. I watched her social media blow up. It blew up.
Yeah.
Her Facebook followers and likes like quadrupled over the weekend. So many people were talking about it. And by the end of the first week, she messaged me and said, OMG, this has been the most amazing thing for my business.
I think that's something that I find and that I love about these magazines, because our company has that same concept as far as you guys focus on areas and what's happening, and you try to engage those things in that news. While we do totally two different things, it's where people live. We sell houses, so this is where you're gonna live, and I want you to know about the community.
Right.
I have people that call from in and out of state that are gonna transfer, and I can tell them all about Greenwood. So November, we've been released.
Yeah. November is locked up and
Ready to
at
go.
the printer.
Okay, and so in that, is that the Santa Claus story?
No, that's December.
Oh man, I gotta wait a whole month. Okay.
You do, but
Anything
I can start
exciting?
teasing.
Okay, let's
fun
tease.
stuff.
Let's
Well,
tease.
here, let's tease the December issue. Do you remember this story?
Yes.
Todd Anthony bought the house on Fry Road, and I call it that because that's what everybody else called it. The December issue is going to feature the completed house on Fry Road, and let me just tell you, it's amazing. Ask Amy, she was there with me last week.
I drive by all the time and I'm like, what are they
Amazing.
doing now?
So cool.
Okay.
So you'll read about that in the December issue. You'll see pictures, you'll even see a video.
I'm excited.
Yes. So there's a lot of cool things happening in 2022, 2020 also, which is that when you have a print magazine, we do a lot of stuff social media wise to keep those things alive all month long. Video would be a big part of that in 2020.
Very cool. Well, I'm super excited that you came in to hang out with me.
I'm super excited that you asked me, and I'm super excited that we met and bonded at Abby's closet.
I know.
In like
and we do love your
2.2
clothes.
seconds.
Abby, it was just that one shirt. It didn't look right on me, but I'm sure it was great on someone else, right?
I'm sure it
adorable.
was, right.
I was too big for it. It was a me
It's
issue.
just, yeah, right. Right. I'm sure it sold, and somebody's wearing it really well.
Yeah. I wish I could have pulled it off, honestly.
No, I tried on a pair of shoes, and I'm like, I can't fit it. Yeah.
I'm on a diet now.
When am I ever going to go down a size? And it didn't happen 2 weeks ago.
We'll get there.
We will.
Well, thanks for coming out today. I'm super excited to hang out with you again and love following you, and I will keep following you. Why don't we just wrap up with what other options are there to read? Is there an online?
Absolutely. Online, you can even sign up to get an alert when these come online. You can read them on an app on your phone called Issuu, ISSUU. All of them will be there. All 12 in the area magazines, plus the 2 up north, and then there are 3 in Louisville. Also 18 different publications. Here in Indy, we reach almost 200,000 people. So these are direct mail. These should be in your mailbox every month. You don't have to do things except open your mailbox and read them.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and you're awesome.
You're awesome. We're awesome.
Wait, we should make up a secret handshake. Like 1, 2, drop, kiss.